Hello all, welcome to the 15th edition of Broadway News. I'm gonna say 15th. Okay. Uh, wow. That's big. Alright, so I wanted to do this is all last week. I tried to make a video for the past couple of days, but I kept having problems. But okay, so let's start at the very beginning. Okay, John Lithgow's coming back to Broadway. Why? All these people are coming back to Broadway, like him, Alan Rickman, Bernadette Peters, Audra McDonald, Cynthia Nixon, and he's coming back in a play called The Columnist. I don't know if it's a comedy or a drama. I know he is. John Lithgow is like, I never realized how like amazing an actor he is. He has 2 Oscar nominations. He's never won, but he's got 2 Oscar nominations. And he's won an Emmy for almost every TV show he's been on. But I think this could be interesting. And it's directed by Daniel Sullivan, who is one of the best straight play directors on Broadway right now. And also rumored to be coming to Broadway in a 2-person concert, which they have been touring the country for years. Mandy Patinkin and the Lupone. The Lupone. She might be coming back. There's no stopping the Lupone train. But I have heard that the show that they toured with, it's the most boring and the strangest night in the theater. I've seen some bootleg of it. Some of it is a little weird, but it's Patty and Mandy. You'll love them. You'll want to go see them do what they do best, is be crazy. And I heard, like, they were doing, like, Evita stuff. They were doing some Sondheim. I heard that Mandy Patinkin sang Somewhere That's Green. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Um, so, let's see. What else is there? Ghosts is extending in the West End. Don't care. Oh, there's a new musical called Betwixt in the West End. Um, it's like a fairy tale musical comedy. And the only reason I mention it is because it stars Ellen Greene, who was the original Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors, and is a brilliant, brilliant performer. So, what else is there? Evita is coming back, as you've heard. And they're still looking for a mistress, and they start rehearsals in February of 2012. I'm not that into this revival because, Ricky Martin, I don't know, my dream for an Evita revival would have been Idina Menzel as Evita, Raul Esparza as Che, and Michael Cerveris as Perón. But someone suggested Josefina Scaglione, who played Maria in the revival of West Side Story, for the mistress, and I thought that was a good idea. Except, because she is from Argentina. But it is a small part. I didn't even know that the mistress had her own song. I thought it was just like a one little tiny one-line part. But yeah, and I know they're still looking for a Perón. Okay, so let me talk about this. It's looking like Darren Criss is gonna do How to Succeed, replace Daniel Radcliffe. I wouldn't mind that, but although I hear it's only gonna be for 3 weeks. But, I'd like to see who they get to replace John Larroquette, if John Larroquette's leaving. I don't know, with the Tony Award now. I don't know if he'd want to stay. But I'd like to see, because there was a reading back in, like, last year, I believe, before the revival came, with Daniel Radcliffe as Finch, and I believe it was the same Rosemary, but that was, like, totally, besides those two, it was a totally different cast. It was David Hyde Pierce as JB Bigley, which really seems interesting, and Michael Urie from Ugly Betty as Bud Frump. I think that's great casting. And then they also had a lot of great people like Nancy Opel as Miss Jones and Louis J. Stadlin as Twimble and Wally Womper. That seems like a good cast. That would have been because I don't think the rest of the cast on Broadway, besides a couple people, are that good. But yeah, so I think that's about it. So it's looking like I think they're supposed to announce today if Darren Chris is gonna be in the show. Um. Okay, so now let me discuss on a personal note. As you may recall, a few weeks ago, I gave a shout out to three people, and uh, after finding out that I had given them a shout out, two of them, Olivia and Teresa, made a video with their friend Corey giving me a shout out. Um, a very interesting shout out at that. But they're really funny. Check out their channel. I subscribe to them, so just look at my channel. You'll see them. I think it's called Live, Laugh, Act. They're really funny. They talk about a bunch of random stuff like British accents and things. But they're really funny and strange, but funny. Okay, so goodbye.